Well, good morning. It is a miraculous Monday, and spring is here where I'm at. I don't know where you're at, but it's spring here. And I just wanted to make it, since it's the beginning of the month of April, I wanted to share some, encouragement, inspiration, and go over, the 25 rules to live life, the 9 insights, and the formula for success and confidence. And, you know, I'm always talking about limited beliefs, mental programmings, and emotional energetic trauma. So this one came by me on the 25 rules to live life, and it says we could choose our beliefs. So, and choose empowering, resourceful ones, beliefs that resonate with you and just make sense. Why not? For generations, I've been telling you that beliefs are passed down to us because of our parents. They don't know any better. Um, and then for the 9 insights, this is interesting. As more of us awaken to this mystery, we will create a completely new world view, redefining the universe as energetic and sacred. I thought that was really nice. And then here's the one for the self-confidence. I know through the principle of auto-suggestion that any desire I persistently hold in my mind, well, will eventually seek expression through some practical means and attaining the object. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self confidence. I find that very interesting. Going back to my notes. And, how do you apply that in, you know, your life with all this chaos and everything going on? You make time. You make the time. And there's something that I told somebody. We were having a conversation, and it goes to saying that we are the creators of our destiny. We are the creators of everything that we experience, and our subconscious, the programming. And we're like, this is the motherboard of the computer, and everything that's going in through our eyes, ears, what we say goes right in here. And everything that we're seeing, everything that we're hearing. And not only that, add the emotion, the feeling, and the energy to it. And it's up to us to change this right up in here. If it's not working, for you, what are your beliefs? Have you sat down and, wrote what you believe in? Because it's a perception that you accepted, and it can hinder us at times. And, what is hindering you? What is holding you back? And someone spoke about fear, which to me is false evidence appearing real. So what is your fear? And we go through times like, okay, perfect example. How many of us have a fear of going to the dentist? Okay. I felt anxiety going when I had to sit in that chair, and I'm like, oh great, they're gonna stick a needle in my mouth and I'll have to get cavities, they're gonna do a deep cleaning, and I'm just holding on to the arm of the chair and okay, open wide. And it's just that thought that creates the feeling and the energy. But then you go through it and you're like, I got a little high off of that stuff. And I'm going to be honest, I'm sensitive to drugs. That's why I really don't do them. Because now see, here's a different kind of fear. It's not so much fear to me, but it is because of my past experience of how drugs have affected me through all the surgeries that I've had and whatnot, and the painkillers and whatnot. I just, no, I if I can, not have to take anything, that's better for me, because I don't know how it's going to interact with my body. And I got a little high off of that. And like, I felt like it went straight to my head. And I was talking funny because my left side of my tongue was numb. This whole side of my mouth was numb. So it was an interesting experience. And I think I posted it on my, my Facebook group with London Reels Broadcast Yourself. So I think they got a chuckle out of it. But it's, fear, and I even was on a podcast as a guest on Speaking It Real, and we were talking about fear, and there's two major emotions, and I mentioned this on their podcast, so check them out. They talk about everything. But love and fear. And I've looked back in history, even reading scriptures in that Bible that was also, rewritten from the Torah, and then you got the Quran and whatnot. And I notice a pattern. Love sponsoring fear, fear sponsoring love, love sponsoring fear. Now, if you go back in history and time, they even have documentaries of things that, supposedly took place. Observe. Of one moment you see compassion, love, and then all of a sudden it goes from fear to where, oh, we gotta conquer this land, we gotta kill these people, and and then you get the Lord God involved in it, which I've already told you in a past episode that I don't believe in that kind of God. There's no such thing as a God that would want to kill, murder, rape, and slaughter, and all that stuff. That's man's doing. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real. Think about that. Because look around in history. It was man doing it. They either, and I find this interesting. Now, you just observe yourself. It's through reading, scriptures and whatnot, and then, the past news and other, other movies like of what people have done. They either said the Lord God said, to do this, or the devil made me do this. I find that very fascinating now that I think about it. What about you? What is it that, the way people think, the way it's just mind boggling to me that you would use these two. I want to say it to me, it's like a character, you know, and I just, encourage you to start being an observer, you know, and start thinking about what you're thinking about. And with all this, negativity and, the chaos and whatnot, stop and pause and think like, what in the world's going on? What is what what's going in people's mindsets? Why do people believe some of the things that they believe? And I'm looking around how everybody's struggling. Could it be the limited beliefs, the mental programmings, and the energetic traumas that are holding them prisoner? And they created this reality? And if that's the case, how do you wake up from it? What can you do to wake up from that program, from that belief and that reality? How can you change that reality for a better reality? So I'm excited to share with you that I'm booking guests, and I'm launching my internet TV talk show, and I'm getting the experts that have done the research, that have looked through history, that discovered things, that has done studies and research. These are experts that I have read about, followed, and I'm getting them on the show to share their knowledge, their wisdom, what they experience, how they transformed their lives, how they changed their reality, and how they're helping others. And I so look forward for them to be on this show in order to help you too, because we got to do something. This is, you know, this matrix program, whatever you want to call it, has to change. We're changing from a 3-dimensional to 5th-dimensional. The earth is changing, the energies are changing, and we're all connected. And I feel that if we all can wake up and create a better way of life to where we all get along, it's going to be amazing transformation. But we got to get through. We got to do something new, because the old shit ain't fucking working. I'm just going to say it right there. And I got today, these are I don't know if you could see, there they are. Ooh, I got see? We got an oracle card reading today. Ooh, sorry. Dropped them. They didn't fall on the floor. But it's, I believe things could get better. But it's up to us, how many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? How many of you are hating your jobs? You fell into that program of go to school, get good grades, get a good job, but you're not doing what you love. So how do you change that? How do you make a way to do what it is that you love and, create income out of it? And you know what, I honestly feel that, the economic, oh my God, I can't even say the word. I always have trouble saying that word for some reason. That the economy, I could say that one. The economy is changing. The way the finance world is going, it's changing. It's Are you able to recognize the signs too? Are you able to tap into your intuition? Or do you keep ignoring your intuition? That gut feeling. Because we're all intuitive. We're spiritual beings. I keep telling you that. We're spiritual beings, sexual beings inside of a human being. And I can't wait, because this broadcast is not only am I including, history, science, spirituality, but also, it's going to enlighten us on the misconceptions of who we are and how we were created, and, the limited beliefs, the mental programmings, and the energetic emotional traumas, and the misconceptions about love, sex, and money. I'm going to be talking about all of that, and I'm going to get these guests on my show. I am so stoked about having these guests on my show, and it's I already have one guest that's I already interviewed. It's going to air May 3rd, I do believe. So, and she's a beautiful being and soul, and her story is very touching and inspirational. So I'm just so excited that I'm finally, expanding and growing my show to where I'm getting these experts. I'm getting, these are human beings too. And if they can transform their life, realize the same things that I'm talking about, and sharing with you, you're getting another perspective, and in a way from somebody else too that I'm bringing on the show. So to me, it's like I'm bringing you the validation and confirmation of what I've been talking about all along. So it's, yeah, I'm like so stoked. And I got this going on. I'm learning new skills. Bear with me because I'm a one-man show right now. So it's all good. I'm going to be getting an assistant, but my assistant is, going through some things. So it's just a matter of time. And she's going to be helping me, with some of this stuff to where I can focus on, my content, my topics, my guests. And she's going to be behind the scenes doing the other things. Helping me. She's going to be my assistant producer. And let's see. Ooh, I'm wondering what the spirit guides, guardian angels, what is the message that I can give to you? What is it that, okay, there's one. I'm waiting for them just to fall out. Whatever. Usually that's how it works. It's like one will just pop out of nowhere. And oh, and I'm going to get some other people that are very, whoa. Okay, well, there's some that fell out. What up? Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards total. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. Ooh, what they have to say. I don't want to put them there. I want to put, and I got my Himalayan salt lamp behind me. Get that positive energy going. All right, so I'm going to turn them over. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. That's interesting. Aww. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing here, okay, is this in the right order? Because I'm seeing something, guide me on this one. Okay, this is part of the past. Okay, the transitioning, okay, season. Okay. These three right here, though. Wait and nurture, and then. All right. Okay, it is in the right order. Okay. So, here is what I'm getting. These cards, the artwork is phenomenal. I just love them. Now, I'm going to go over. It is, I don't know if you could see. Wait. It says the weight of the world, boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. So I'm wondering, because I know we all have to set boundaries so we're not going, getting taken advantage of. And, it's a way of, just setting your boundaries like, hey, I'm not going to tolerate this attitude or this or whatnot. So I'm curious about what this has to say. It says you don't need to carry it all. Okay. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down. Okay, this is making more sense now. By the weight of the world, the chaos and being so consumed by it. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's. This makes sense. To stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. Ooh, does that ring a bell? To put on your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. You can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. It's all in us. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others. Well, yeah, sure. And that's incredible. But the way you've been doing so is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, and exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate, and rest. So the start soul inquiry is, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? That's good inspiration right there. When you first wake up in the morning, give gratitude. Take a deep breath. Get into that state. Oh, this is the one that I was like, holy shit. Wait until you see this picture. Oh wait, where am I going? Oh, this way. Duh. And it says, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. We the Hathors. But look at that pyramid kind of looking thing. I don't know if you can see it, but that's interesting. Ancient civilization, hello, that's what I'm talking about. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. Okay, we're coming into spring, right? The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of oh my God, femininity of creation and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity. I don't know if I'm saying that right. To create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. And if so, you're being reminded that you're called in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. So I'm going to place this card on the heart and representing us all collectively and yeah, stepping in for us all. And I'm saying this: I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I am loved. I am held. And honestly, love is already in you. Just got to tap into it to experience it. It doesn't come from the outward. It doesn't come from another person. It comes from you. Just saying. Oh, this is a good one. Life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And haha, it's the last one. Wow, that's interesting. You're the artist of your life. Your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? Ooh, I've been talking about this stuff. What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. Preach it! If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? So the Starseed Soul Inquiry is, what are you being called to create in your life? Interesting. I talk about this shit. And then here's the other one. It is, wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So I know some of us, we've been programmed, instant gratification, like going through a McDonald's drive-through and bam, there you go. But that's not how the universe and how manifestation happens. Some are like quick and small, but some take time. And that's where we've been programmed about this time thing. And let me get through this card, and I got something that came to me. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world, where an instant response is so often expected and at times even a currency, it can feel most impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often not, receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean, wait, it's not time yet. The details are being woven. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter what, how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember that you don't need to solve all the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. And it may not be happening to the timeline you like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you can ever imagine. So how can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? That's the Soul Starseed Inquiry. And then while you wait, you can water, your garden. I don't know if it's focusing in. Usually it does. There you go. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. See? It's all resonating. So, water your garden. Okay. Earth is a seasonal planet. Yep. And as such, you're a seasonal being too. Cyclic, Cyclic, however you want to pronounce that. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest and refuel, to take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. How many of you are feeling that? Burnt out, exhausted, going like a freaking robot. The way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes, to rest, restore, and rejuvenate? When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, or day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover. When you find yourself running on your reserves, there is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. What is your body yearning for? That's the Star Seed Soul Inquiry. And that is what message I have for you today. And this is so worth sharing with you because I get it. I hope you get it too. So you can replay this anytime you want to help you this month. We're in a new season. We're transitioning. Pay attention to your body. And, you are the creator. Put your life as a canvas and start creating. Change your thoughts. Change your feelings. Change the words you speak. And we can do this. We can get through this together. I believe. Why not you? Get out of that program. What are those programs? What are those beliefs that you've been holding on to that no longer serves you? If we can all join together, unite together, feel the love, call the love out that's in you, and feel that love, hold on to it. Let it grow, let it expand while you are creating your future self. Okay, I've asked you in a past episode, what does your future self look like? What is it doing? How does it feel? Hold on to that. Be grateful and thankful for where you are right now. Forgive yourself, but move on, move forward. Hold on to that vision. Hold on to that feeling of that future self of what you're wanting to do, who you want to become. And things slowly come to you. And it just happens. It starts happening. You start manifesting your new life. You wanted to become. It's just waiting for you. And you nurture it as you wait for the manifestation of it. And that's pretty much part of it, the simple basic part, but there's more to come that I can share with you. So enjoy your week. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to my new broadcast show, and have a wonderful week.
This is Wake Up with KC. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope this episode helped you. Join me every Monday, and you can reach out and say hey at wakeupwithkc@gmail.com. Have an amazing week, and talk to you next Monday for more amazing topics to share with you that you don't want to miss.